Well, you guys, happy November 1st. 1 month closer to Christmas, literally the best holiday ever. And I just wanted to share some stuff with you today, okay? My house is a mess, just like my life right now. Everything is crazy. Let me put you down. Oh, whoa. So today, per usual, is a very busy day. Happy Friday. Yesterday, honestly, was kind of sad. I couldn't go out because I got super sick. Like, I literally lost my voice. But Dennis did get a chance to go out trick-or-treating, and first of all, houses here in LA are okay, Jupiter. Want to be a part of this? You gotta sit and be nice, okay? Dennis went trick-or-treating, and he also saw a bunch of you. Thank you so much for saying hi to him. But on the other hand, and me, we stayed home. We're trying to get better. You're just my companion for life, right? So, okay. On today's agenda, we are trying to finalize a video for tomorrow. It's a really cool video. We ended up shooting this retro tech video. As you can see, this is like an old iMac. We're also just trying to really plan ahead. This year obviously has been crazy for me. I had my surgery, I dropped a bunch of projects, which we will talk about later on because a lot of you want to know. Just a lot has been going on. I feel like I've just been kind of rekindling and getting back into the groove of things. As a lot of you know, we just moved to LA as well, so that was kind of like a huge business move as well. A lot of things that you guys haven't seen, and I've been kind of sad that I haven't really showcased a lot of it because I feel like that's always the cool part, right? It's like you guys are always along the ride with me. Watching Alicia's video. By the way, love Alicia. Alicia, you already know I love you. She has like this really cool camera. Hold on. Where is it? She shows herself here. She looks so cute. Oh my god, my computer's a mess. You see this camera right here? Where can I buy that? Because I really want one like that. I have an office upstairs, but I'd rather work in the living room. Or I have a desk, but I'd rather sit there where Jupiter rubs his ass. Anyways. I don't know if I showed you this, but this is very new and only you guys will really get the inside scoop on this. I recently just launched my website. For what particular reason? Honestly, it's more like a resume type of sending it to brands, connecting with you guys a little bit more. This is the website. Look how cute it is. I'm gonna link it down below in case you guys are interested in seeing more of it, but finally I have a website. Changed it to my glasses because my contacts were drying up my eyes. Oh, there's Jupiter. The worst thing about living in LA so far has been having to take this little boy, since we're in an apartment, out to potty because he doesn't understand. That thing over there is supposed to be where we go to potty. And it's a lot. Let's go potty. This has a lot of like conflicting opinions, but for the most part, we just use a vibrate on him. It's very heavy and it's hard for me to carry him. Let's go potty. And we'll be back. And we're back. You've never had butter lettuce? You are missing out. This thing is so amazing. It's like one of the only ways I like to eat my salads. Can we just talk about how Jupiter has become so spoiled because he waits until Dennis makes some dinner and it's just not good. So this is the salad. I have a combination, okay? This is amazing. I'm about to tell you what changes your salad. Nutritional yeast, you gotta add this. This gives like a cheesy flavor, it's so good. Flaxseed meal. I don't know what it is, but it gives this amazing consistency that it just tastes so good. A good bunch of garbanzos. Lunchtime. All right, you guys, right now we are trying to recreate this exact picture. We are posting our retro video tomorrow. Yes, this is a 2002. What?
1985.
1985 Macintosh.
By like, what, 15 years?
This is my attire. Very Steve Jobs of me. A turtleneck, denim, socks. He's very flexible.
Did any of you do yoga and all that stuff?
Oh, I can't do that. I really want to get the legs. The fact that Steve Jobs can do this with his leg, mind blown. I dare you guys at home right now to try to do that position. Comment below if you can do it. All right, you guys, we're finally done with work today. Honestly, we went past our typical schedule. Dennis and I have like this thing where we're like, okay, we're not gonna work past a certain time. And for us, it's actually 3 p.m. I know it's kind of crazy, but I'm also like, when we sat down and we tried to figure out what our ideal schedule would look like, we were like, okay, let's work from 9 to 3. Why not? Why do we have to work from 9 to 5? Technically, we don't. You know, we are our own bosses. And if we just kind of hustle a little bit harder within those hours, everything gets done. So we work from 9 to 3. Today we woke up really late because I'm so sick and I needed sleep. So that is why we're ending the day a little late. So do you see this background, you guys? I really could use your help with some background ideas. You know, I moved to LA. This is the background for now. Dennis was nice enough to like do something here. I mean, it's pretty funny if you look at it. It's like stick figures of Dennis, me, and Jupiter. I have like 4 strands of hair. Why appreciate it. This isn't really what I want my background to look like. Usually my sister's the one that helps me, but anyway. I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me, and I initially was going to do it in this video, but then I was like, okay, there's really something else that's kind of like laying strong on my heart that I've been wanting to address for a little bit. And it has to do with my podcast, #viral. Why am I not uploading on it? What happened to the podcast? All of a sudden, it doesn't even appear. I don't know. I'm trying to talk to my agents about that. I'm like, what's going on? Here is the real truth about the podcast. The podcast was something that I was so excited about. I put my heart, soul, brought out my entire team to Los Angeles because we were still living in Florida to shoot this. We spent quite a lot of money on production because we were also planning on doing like a YouTube channel for it. So every single interview was already filmed. So we had like the whole set and the crew, Dennis, me, and my editor. You know, we flew out. We were here for almost 2 weeks. I was told not to really talk about this by like my former manager, who I'm no longer with, and that always kind of sat a little bit like not right in my heart. I was like, okay, why should I not address this? I get it. Don't throw more fuel to like the fire. But at the same time, I was getting so many like private messages and just DMs and really just you guys wanting to know, okay, what's up with the podcast? Ugh, how do I say this? Oh my God, it just makes me a little bit nervous. Honestly, it was just bad timing. 22 episodes were shot in 1 week and a half. That is a lot of work. When you are doing a podcast, you know, for me, it was kind of like a muscle. I was still learning how to interview people and how to be comfortable and to learn everything about them. And I just remember being so overwhelmed because I had to learn everything about pretty much strangers and just creators. So like in one day I would shoot 5 different guests and I had to learn everything about them, like from the inside out. Like I was stalking their asses, okay? The only person partaking in that research was myself because Dennis and Alejandro were focusing on the video editing of it and just like on my channel. So it was a lot of work. People don't know this, but I was up to like 3 a.m. just trying to really construct a story. And this is what I wish I had done. It's not like a podcast where I just sit down and I just talk, like whatever is going on. Like that is such a great format because you don't have to do so much research. So for me, it was almost like tackling another channel because I was getting really deep into like analytics. Why are certain people more successful? You know, what's the psychology behind it all? Listen to my podcast. It was very well researched, very well informed, which is why anytime somebody wants to learn how to be a YouTuber, I'm like, listen to my podcast. For some reason, it's not up right now, but I will figure that out because it should still be up. Once I came back from LA, and I listened to my podcast, and because we shot 22 episodes straight, I was like, oh my goodness, like week after week, there's not a lot of improvement because again, I literally shot like 5 episodes in one day. For me, I was a little disappointed in that. Considering the fact that I was still living in Orlando, it made it really difficult for me to have to fly out to LA to shoot like bulk shoot. I just didn't like that. The podcast was out like heavily promoted for maybe, I don't know, like 5 months, still up and running, and it did really, really well. Like, thank you guys so much for all of the support and all the love. We were like top charts on freaking Apple Podcasts, like #1 for a good week. Like we were constantly being ranked #1 and we had like over 5 million downloads in the first month. 5 million, like that is crazy. And so then what ended up happening is, as many of you know, I got really sick, like with my breast implants. And so it was just really bad timing. Like it already is hard enough running a business on a day-to-day basis, but then running a business from Florida when everybody's in LA is just like another monster. As much as I would have liked to have come into the studio every single week and shot my episodes and improved and blah, 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 it came down to a mutual agreement between the company and myself that, you know, maybe it was just best to stop the podcast. I had too much going on. I was starting to turn in things really late, which was not like me at all. Again, I was super, super sick, and it's not an excuse or anything. Like when your name is attached to something, you want to make sure that your work is really great. And I just wasn't proud of it towards the end of like the episodes because I could just really hear myself just being so burnt out. So really, it came down to just timing. The timing was so bad. Also, I would say the format was just really difficult. I just would have done a lot of things differently. That is what's going on with #viral. That's why it's no longer up. It's a project that I love so much. It's probably like one of my biggest regrets of the year is like not continuing it, but at the same time, I had to take care of myself. With any project that I do, I want to make sure that I am 110% into it, passionate, in love with it. And if my heart's just not in it, I'm like, no need to do it. I'm so sorry for those of you that listened to it and were supporting it and no longer hear any new episodes. I will say, however, as a little pin, there is still a possibility in the future, the very near future, that I might restart it and maybe in a little different format. So if you guys have any ideas for that or are interested, let me know down below. That's pretty much what happened with the podcast. I know. And just thank you for everything. Thank you for always supporting me and everything that I do. Thank you for allowing me to take breaks. Like, I seriously don't see a lot of communities as strong as you guys, in the sense that when a creator takes a break, you're not like bashing me, or you guys are just so nice. I just kind of want to ask you guys a few things. Number one, if I were to come out with a product, what would you see me doing? Like, what do you see like Natalie being more inclined to do? First question, it could be anything that you think. Number two is, do you like intros for vlogs? For instance, like this intro that we had in the beginning of this vlog, do you like that, or do you kind of like us just kind of getting into it? And number three, do you like Vlogmas? I'm gonna leave it with that. I get a lot of questions. It's like, do you check your DMs? Girl, I constantly check my DMs. I send you videos all the time. I literally spend a good 30% of my day on Instagram just DMing you guys. So if you ever want to find me, you know where you can find me. Thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the Natalie and Dennis show. I want to send you lots of loves, kisses, and I hope you have a beautiful night.